public wishing to address the town board this evening? Mr. Ron Testa.
Yes, I'd just like to know if there's any update on the Hubbard Hall situation.
Okay, I did have a conversation with the owner this afternoon. He had relayed to me that he had forwarded a deposit that will go to the state of New York for a asbestos permit, I believe. I'm not real clear on all of that, but he had relayed to me that the construction company, the demolition company that has been retained for the project will be scheduling that, I believe, the second week in July.
Second week of July?
Yep.
The start of demolition.
That's correct. Any other updates? You know, and I try to communicate with Mr. Langford about once a week just to see if there have been changes back and forth, but I believe progress is moving forward. Are there any other members of the public wishing to address the board? Ms. Nancy Dawson.
A few weeks ago, I sent a letter to the board, to you, Noel. I dropped it off with Debbie.
Yep.
And it was about being appointed to the alternate position on the planning board.
Yes.
And I hadn't heard anything from you, and I was just wondering if that position had been filled.
It has not been filled.
Well, I'm still interested in filling that position.
Okay.
Thank you.
In the board, I'm sorry. Yeah. The planning board had submitted that also. The board members were copied on that. Thank you very much. I just had one just response to last month's meeting, and it was mentioned again at the meeting presently tonight, concerning a road closing incident that took place during a state of emergency that we are all aware of a month ago. The town of Elizabethtown does have an emergency comprehensive plan. It is reviewed on an annual basis. The pages of contact numbers are updated as emergency services gives us the refill pages with new contact numbers, cell numbers, and things like that. Concerning the issue that was brought to question at the last meeting on County Route 8, the Wadhams Road. Unfortunately, during times of emergency, things happen. In that incident, upon review, the county highway department did close the road. It is a county road. Under normal circumstances, the chain of command would have been then to either contact the town of Elizabethtown highway superintendent, the town of Elizabethtown supervisor. If that was not possible, one of the board members, something like that, so that that information could be disseminated. Unfortunately, for a lot of different reasons, there was no contact that evening. So the town of Elizabethtown had no knowledge at that time that that road closing had taken place. Certainly, as everybody is aware now, in hindsight, we had life and death situations happening that evening. Town of Berea, town of Wilmington, North Elba. Not trying to make excuses, but just trying to put it in perspective. But in answer to the incident that did take place, I want to assure people we do have a comprehensive emergency plan. Unfortunately, in that incident, the town of Elizabethtown officials were not contacted, so we had no possibility of contacting individuals in that night. Be more than happy to meet with anyone who had any other questions or would like to review the document at any time. Any recommendations, would be received at that time. But I just wanted to assure people we do have a plan. I think Mr. Hutchins went to quite a few meetings. I know my town clerk was at meetings. We had other volunteers that did attend the meetings. It's a good plan. Okay, that being said, no other members wishing to address the public at this time. We will move to old business.